school right now and get me, Mom. That advisor really did it to me this time, leaving me at school like this. Just because I was a little late getting here, they left and didn't even say a word to me. You're kidding me, right? You ran late to school again? Well, it's not my fault that a brand new crepe store was built right in front of the bus stop. I went inside there to have a crepe for breakfast, and that led to me being 30 minutes late. But to think that the advisor would just leave one of their students here to go to that championship, I cannot believe this. Especially when I'm a regular on the team. Well, it's your fault for being late to school again. I'm sure that advisor has told you plenty of times now to be careful about running late, right? Shut up, Mom. Who cares now? Just hurry up and come get me. If you can get me right now, you can take me to the championship and I should be able to make it there before things start. I'm waiting out front, so hurry it up. I'm sorry, Kylie. Ever since last night, I haven't been feeling too well. You're not feeling well, and so what? All morning long, I have been feeling miserable, and just a second ago, I took my temperature, and it seems I'm running a fever of 99 degrees. As of right now, I'm not sure I can drive. Huh? Well, then what's going to happen to me being at the championship today? This is the most important championship to me. It's also going to be my last championship before I'm done on the team, so I have to be there. I'm really sorry, but it is too dangerous for me to drive when running a fever. Do you think you can just come back home first? I can give your dad a call and see if he can take you. That would just be a waste of my time, so hurry up and get me already. Who cares that you have a simple fever? You're my mom and you should be able to do anything for me, right? What? Just put a cold cloth on your head and come get me. And then take me to that dang championship. That's your job as my mom, all right? This is your daughter's most important competition before she leaves the team. If I'm not able to be there for it, I'll hate you forever.
Hey, Kimberly, it's time for our date. Hurry up and get over to the cafe right now to see me. You and I have a lot to talk about regarding the divorce, so I want to make this quick.
Did you not listen to the voicemail I left for you?
Voicemail? What are you talking about? I don't have time to look for your voicemail, so hurry it up and get to the cafe. Today, I've done just as you've asked and brought my girlfriend along with me.
I'm sorry, Robert. Right now I have a really bad fever, so it's not the time for me to be going out. So can we just push our talks back to another day, and could you also go and get Kylie from school? She would really like someone to take her to her championship today.
Why should I have to be the one to do such a bothersome thing as that? Shouldn't her school be the one to have taken her to a thing like that?
Well, this is a very important championship for her. It's the last one before she leaves the team. And she's told me that she's always been the one playing for the team.
Do you think I care about that? Her being good at a sport or whatever in middle school isn't going to have an effect on her future now, will it?
What?
And as of right now, the only thing you should be concerned about is this conversation between the three of us. I'm not going to believe you one bit about some fever. So get yourself in the car and come meet us here. You can lie and try to cancel these talks all you want, but it's not going to stop the love that I have for my girlfriend.
I'm not even lying, though. I seriously have a fever. I just took my temperature again, and I'm at 102 now. Even if I wanted to go see you right now, I can't.
102? Are you sure you're not just shocked about how much I'm in love with another woman over you? That's why you have the fever. I guess you really do get stressed about everything, don't you?
Huh?
But I'm sorry, Kimberly. No matter how much you try and win me back over to you, it's not going to work. The chemistry just isn't there anymore. I'm deeply in love with Mary now. And once I've gotten the divorce from you, I'm going to be getting married to her immediately.
I'm not trying to win you back over to me, and I happen to want this divorce as well. And once this divorce happens, you go right ahead and get married to her. But right now, I really can't get out of this house to come and see you both. With how bad I'm feeling right now, having to talk about things like child support and the dividing of our properties will be too much. I just can't do that right now.
Well then, how about this? How about we don't delay things any longer and we end our talks right now? You didn't want to show up to talk today, so that's that. In other words, that means you don't care about the terms of the divorce, or leaving them up to me. And that means you don't care about what happens with the child support, the settlement, or the properties we have to divide.
What?
Both myself and my girlfriend really want this divorce to happen. Now. Then her and I will finally be able to get married. But right now, all this talk about wanting to delay our talks and all of that is stopping our dream in its tracks. So cut the crap, alright? We aren't gonna change the date of our little meeting, and instead the talks end right here.
You're lying, right? You can't do something as messed up as that, right?
If you're gonna be upset over this, then get upset with yourself for having a fever on such an important day as this. It's a freaking disgrace for you, of all people, to be getting sick when you rarely ever leave the house as a housewife. You really are the most useless woman ever, and you're not gonna let me believe otherwise, are you?
Huh?
Look, unlike you, my girlfriend is the perfect woman and will forever be that way to me. She cares so much about her health that she exercises every day, and it sure shows when she takes her clothes off. Because of that, she looks good in any style of clothing, and her skin glows, unlike the dried up crap that you have on you, old hag. And if that wasn't enough, she also happens to excel at cooking. Compared to that tasteless crap you make every day, her cooking is like that of a Michelin star chef.
I am so sorry that my skin and cooking aren't good enough for you. I really would like to work out myself, but I just don't have the time. And you want to know where all that time goes? It goes into caring for both my careless child and my useless husband.
Excuse me?
And another thing, you happen to love loads of sodium in all your meals, and that's why you always call my cooking awful. Did you know the amount of salt you eat every day is going to kill you soon? Did you forget about what the doctor told you this year after your checkup?
Shut it. It should be your job as the wife to take care of those bad results for me. You just continue to make complaints about everything and have excuses for why you can never be as good of a wife as you should be.
What did you say?
I'm done here. There's nothing else I need to say to you now. I'll leave you to hand in those divorce papers, all right? I don't care how bad your fever is. You should be able to go to the courthouse down the road, right?
Hey, I've had enough of your crap, Mom. When the hell are you going to come and get me from here? I have been waiting for 2 hours now in front of this stupid school for your butt to come get me. What, Kylie? Now I might not make it in time for the matches tonight. If I'm not there to play, the team will never win. So hurry up and get me right now. Now. What the hell could you be doing in that house right now that is more important than me? I'm sorry, Kylie. I had to go to the hospital. I was just taken back by the doctor and they are getting ready to examine me. Huh? You're at the hospital now? I've started to have a fever of 102 now. But luckily, while I was on my way to the doctor's, I was helped by someone who saw my state and they called an ambulance for me. That's why I'm in the hospital now. I had asked to have your dad get you and take you to the championship before all this happened. I'll ask him again right now to see if he'll come get you. I am not going to wait for all that to happen. Now, you leave that hospital right now and come get me. You do not have the time right now to be screwing off and going to the hospital. You tell the doctor you'll see him later and come get me right now. The doctor is not going to let me leave right now, Kylie. I'm not feeling well, and there is no way I can get you and take you all the way to the competition. I took some medication for the fever and all, but I need to get examined now to see what the problem is. I am not going to let you get away with stupid excuses like that. Who the hell cares how bad your fever is right now? You come and get me. Your dang daughter is asking you to come and get her, so you get your butt up and come get me. If you really want to slack off by sitting in the hospital all day, you can go do that after taking me to the championship. Kylie, did you not just hear me say that I was about to pass out in the streets? Are you not even worried about the fact that I'm extremely sick right now? Your own mom? I'll start to worry about you once you have something to offer me. If you take me to the championship, then I'll start worrying. Can you do that for me? Or better yet, could you go complain to the school about the idiot advisor that left me here at the school? I'll start worrying about you once you give me a reason to. What? Now, since you haven't done anything for me yet, you should just shut up and come help your child out. Your job as the housewife is to care for your dang family first. If you can't even do that for Dad and I, then you're not fit to be my mom. I'll make you responsible for me missing my last championship if you don't come and get me right now. Kylie, get the hell out of that hospital and come to the school. If you don't do that right now, I'll have Dad divorce you. How about that, Mom? Do you want for Dad and I to leave you for good? We're already getting a divorce, though. What? Oh, wait, I remember why I was walking on the street now. I was getting the divorce from your dad that he asked for. I wasn't trying to go to any doctor for my fever, so it's all happened now, actually. I'm no longer married to your dad, and if you think I'm not a good fit to be your mom, then so be it. I guess I'm too sick now to be having a conversation with some random child anyway, so I'll just end the messages now. Now I need to take care of myself, so I'm going to take a quick nap here. Good night. Wait a second, Mom. What the hell do you mean you're going to sleep now? Are you not coming to get me? And what's this about a divorce? I have no idea what's going on right now, Mom. Tell me what the hell all of this is about. I'm going to sleep now. Bye-bye.
Stop screwing around right now, you messed up hag. Because of you, I've been left feeling freaking embarrassed. Why would you do something like this to me?
You're being really loud right now. That's not the way to act around a sick person who's just woken up in the hospital, all right? What are you talking about right now, Robert?
I'm talking about how, because of you, I'm having to feel embarrassed. Why didn't you go to the school to get Riley? Because of you, the police and the school called me about her.
Really?
They were wondering why on the weekend one of the students was just standing outside the school all day. Someone close by saw her all day and decided to call the police because they were worried about her. And now, because of that, I'm having to take calls from both the school and the police. Get your butt up and come to the school right now.
You're kidding me. You never went there to get her after I specifically asked you to a while ago? I told you twice, actually, to go get her and take her to the championship.
And I told you that I don't care about some stupid championship. And I was planning on coming home after my day out with the lady.
Well, I also asked her to go home since I wasn't going to be able to get her. It's only a 20-minute walk from the school to the house, right? Anyway, shouldn't you be worried about your daughter and have gone to pick her up when I told you of my condition?
I don't give a crap about you or her. I was having my date with my girlfriend all day and don't need to be having the police yapping my ear off on the other side of the phone.
Are you serious, Robert? Even after that planned meeting we had at the cafe, you stayed with her for the rest of the day?
And I would have gone home after that meeting, but because you never showed up, the rest of my plans for the day were gone. And I had more time for her. You think I'd leave her to go home without taking her out on a date after that?
So you just left your daughter to stand out in front of the school all day when it's this cold out? All because you wanted to go out with your girlfriend on a date the whole day?
At the time, I never thought I'd be getting called by the police about it. Because of that, my girlfriend and I both freaked out and went straight to the school to get her. And the moment we got here, Kylie screamed out asking who the hell I was with. Do you have any idea how terrible that made me feel when we were all standing around the police and the school administrators?
Wow.
Right now, Kylie is so pissed off that I can't calm her down. All because she knows the reason for the divorce is because of my girlfriend. When my girlfriend heard Kylie talking like that about her, she got upset with me as well. So to make things even worse for me, she took me in her arm and said that Kylie's dad was now hers. Then both the police and the school staff looked at me with terrible looks on their faces like I was the problem.
Well, you are the problem, hence why they all looked at you like that.
The police took me aside after that and started to lecture me on how embarrassed I should feel for leaving my daughter outside all day to be with the woman I'm cheating on you with. And none of the school staff wanted even a single word with me. This is the most embarrassed I've ever felt in my life, god dang it.
Oh, you poor, poor thing. Now I'm going to get back to sleep here, so goodbye.
Hey, wait, I'm not done talking to you just yet. Did you already go and hand in the divorce papers? I need to make sure you've gone and done that for me.
If that's what you want to know, then yes. You told me to hand them into the courthouse after all, didn't you? And as for myself, I've been waiting for the chance to finally end things between myself and one of the most toxic men I know. So when my fever was just a little bit done, I made the most of my strength and went straight down the road to the courthouse. But even though I was able to hand in those papers on my way back, I almost collapsed.
When you went and handed in those papers, you made sure to take full custody of Kylie, right? My girlfriend just told me that she doesn't want some back-talking brat like that in our lives anymore. Now that I remember, you and I never had the chance to talk about who'd have the right to her, right?
Well, we were planning on talking about that today, weren't we?
But even without us even having to talk about that point, you understood what I wanted, correct? Normally, it's the mother that always wants full custody of their child, so you went and did that, right? I know that even without talking about that detail, you were able to assume what I wanted correctly.
I'm sorry, Robert, but I made sure that you took full custody of her.
What?
Well, if I was going to take her, then the paperwork would have only become longer for myself. I would have had to prove that I'm her mother, and then would have had to change both our last names back to mine. Just a lot of work. But when it came to what you told me before, you said you just wanted me to hand in those papers. You never gave me any instructions on who got custody of her, right? Honestly, to someone who's suffering the fever I am, it was strange of you to ask me to do all of this stuff to begin with. That's why I just left her with you, thinking that would be all right.
Are you stupid? Why would you do something like that without asking me first?
Who was the one that went ahead and decided things without me?
I don't need custody of her. Mary already told me that she just wants it to be me and her. Yet now you've gone and done it by making me take full custody of the brat.
I'm sure if Kylie were to hear what you just said about her, she would be pretty heartbroken. Not only was she shocked to find out that you've been cheating on me, she would now have to learn that you don't even want her anymore as your daughter.
God dang it. How the hell am I going to explain this to my girlfriend, huh? That's it. Now that I have to take care of Kylie, I'm going to need child support from you. Since you've gone and pushed her off onto us, we want $2,000 every month. If you can make payments like that to us every month, then I'm sure Mary will be just fine with us taking on the girl.
I have no reason to pay you guys child support. Remember how you said today that since we couldn't meet at the cafe, that meant nobody had to pay any child support? Since you never let me have the chance to talk about it, I'm not liable to pay you anything.
What did you say?
You're not going to have to pay me a settlement or anything, so it's all good, right? I think it's fine that the both of us don't get any money out of this.
I'm not playing games here, you witch. My girlfriend will not allow this if she's not getting any money. She's already told me she doesn't want Kylie, and I myself know that by having Kylie living with us, things will go downhill really quick. That's why you were supposed to take her off my hands, and then everything would have been completely fine.
Don't worry. I'm sure that by having her around you more, you'll both become good friends again. Women are like that, you know?
Are you sure?
And if I remember correctly, that girlfriend of yours is a bit younger than me, meaning she might be closer in age to Kylie than myself. So they might just become great friends due to that alone. So calm down now and have the three of you guys become close to one another this time. I can't take it anymore. Come here and get me right now, Mom. You should be out of the hospital now and feeling a lot better, right? Oh, what's happened? I was assuming that you, your dad, and his girlfriend were all living so well with one another. The life I am having to live right now is not at all fun. Everyone at school already knows about how Dad cheated on you and about how your guys' divorce went. And as for the advisor for the team, they're asking me to leave because I can't seem to stop being late all the time. I just have a few more months before I graduate from middle school, but they're all voting to kick me off the team. Oh my, Kylie, it sounds like you're having quite some trouble in school now. And it's not just school that's terrible right now. Life at home frickin' sucks balls. That stupid witch that Dad's dating is always so dang cold to me. Oh, is that right? That witch can't do anything on her own either, and she's just the worst. When it comes to the laundry, it is so half-assed, and the only cleaning she does is of the places she can see. Whenever I tell her that there's still some dust left behind to clean, she tells me to pick up the duster and do it myself. Well, that's too bad. And above all that, her cooking is horrible. Everything she makes is so dang greasy, and it tastes like bricks of salt. How can anybody even eat what she's cooking? But your dad told me that her cooking is leagues better than mine. She seems to be great at making meals that men like, but I guess it's not good enough for some child's stomach. I don't want to be around here anymore. Please just come and take me away from here. You've been left all on your own after the divorce, so I'm sure you want someone there with you, right? After all, Mom's only reasons for living is to take care of their kid, right? I'm sure ever since you lost me, you've been so lonely and sad, right? Not at all, actually. Ever since you went with your dad, my life has been stress-free. What? And another thing, I'm not all by myself here. I've been surrounded by kids of my own recently, and things have been wonderful and fun every single day. I never knew taking care of other people could be this fun for me. Wait a second. What? Who are you living with right now? Don't tell me that you already got remarried and have kids. I am totally over being married and can't be asked for a husband. Right now, I've been working at my friend's foster home, surrounded by kids of all ages. And it's not just here that I'm working, but at the preschool next door with some more kids. So every single day is full of fun for me. You're working at a foster home and a preschool? You're working at two of the most annoying and loud places in this town. Well, contrary to what you might believe, all of the kids here at the foster care are very well behaved, and the same goes over at the preschool. A lot of them even help with the cooking here at the foster home and will clean up whenever they're done eating. And whenever I step in to do the chores, they always tell me thanks with a smile on their faces. I never knew that a single word like thanks could bring me so much joy. Right now, I'm having the time of my life working these jobs. What the hell are you talking about, Mom? You're supposed to be my mom, right? Stop taking care of some random brats and take me home with you instead. It's way more fun raising your own daughter, isn't it? And you should find working as my mom being the best job you've ever had. Kylie, I'm no longer your mom anymore. The divorce already took place and your dad has full custody of you now. So would you please stop calling me your mom because it's a bit strange. What? I hated taking care of you, actually. I had to spend every day being treated like crap by you because I was a housewife, and you would always talk to me in the most disrespectful tone. I don't love you anymore because of that, and if you want me to make that any more clear for you, consider today the last time you'll ever talk to me. You're kidding me. Why would you say something so mean to me as my mom? I'm your actual daughter, aren't I? You gave birth to me. And you were my actual daughter. Yet you said some of the meanest things ever to me, even though I'm your actual mom. Now I have some work left to do today, so goodbye forever. I hope things go well for you and your dad's girlfriend. Right after that last text, I never heard anything back from Kylie ever again. According to some whispers I've heard, though, things after that really went far downhill for Kylie, as she started getting into all sorts of trouble. Whether it was her newly found love for smoking cigarettes, or the fact that she'd constantly be getting caught up with the police. And on the most recent incident, both Kylie's dad and his girlfriend went to the station to get her, but the police already knew exactly who they were from the previous time they met at the school. There, the police told them that it was no wonder Kylie started to get into trouble, since both her dad and his girlfriend liked to get into trouble themselves. After that day, Kylie ended up dropping out of high school and would start her newfound life as a high school dropout. This was later followed by her dad and his girlfriend talking about breaking things off, and soon after that, they were no more. Aspen, listen to this. I'm going to be getting married. What? Really? My man decided that I'm the one he wants to be with forever. He told me to my face that he wants to make me his one and only wife. Well, that's such a wonderful thing to hear, isn't it? But, about him, you told me before that your boyfriend, he's currently married, right? And he's chosen me over his own wife to be the one he spends the rest of his life with. I know you've told me plenty of times now that he and I are just playing and nothing serious would ever come of it, but this right here is proof that what we have is the real deal. He and I haven't been playing around at all. Rather, we are the real deal when it comes to couples. I can see that now. I am a bit surprised that he wants you to be his wife now, but that's also great for you, I guess. Hey, how do you really feel right now? How does it feel knowing your husband wants to make me his wife instead of staying with you?
When was this ever about my husband and I?
Well, I have been the one going out with your husband this whole time. So I'd really like to know what it feels like to have been cheated on by your husband like that.
What? How come you know about my husband and how he's been cheating on me? I haven't told anyone about that yet.
Did you not just hear what I said? I've been the one going out with him this whole time.
What? Huh?
Thank you so much, Aspen. You brought me the perfect man to make my husband. And it has really helped that I got the inside details from you on how your relationship has been going. Oh, it's been so much fun for me. And man, you always going on about how I've just been fooling around with the man I've been with. Well, take a look at that. It seems like you've been the only one playing around this whole time. Or should I say you're the only one that's getting played?
Wait a second, Chloe. What is going on here? So you've been the one my husband's been cheating on me with all along?
Well, I'm not really helping him cheat on you anymore since he's going to make me his wife now. Must really suck to end up the ex-wife in all of this, huh?
Huh?
If you really can't believe any of this, then go ask the man himself. But of course, it's not going to matter now what you're told because it's already too late for you. Starting now, I'm on my way to become Drake's next wife.
What is going on here, Drake? Have you actually been cheating on me with one of my coworkers? With Chloe? And not only that, but have you told her that you plan to make her your next wife?
That idiot's already gone ahead and told you everything.
What?
Jeez, I told her to keep this all a secret until after we went to the courthouse. What the hell does she think she's doing?
Wait, what the actual heck is going on here? At the courthouse? What?
I'm sure you've already heard from her now about what's been happening between us. Well, it's just like she said, and we are planning on getting married. And if you don't believe me, just know that we're heading to the courthouse to hand in our marriage paperwork today. And of course, while doing that, I'm planning on handing in our divorce papers as well.
Huh? You're going to hand in our divorce papers?
Well, I just thought that if I'm already going to the courthouse for one thing, I might as well kill two birds with one stone, you know?
What the heck are you trying to do here? You're going to hand in divorce papers without even talking to me first? I never said I was okay with a divorce yet. I also remember telling you already that until we both want a divorce, we can't just go handing in the documents.
Oh, shut up. I've been waiting for you to give me the green light this whole time, but you took too long and my destiny is waiting. Why the hell have you taken this long to want a divorce from me when you already know I've been cheating on you? I'm sorry, but I just couldn't wait for the day you tried to drag me down with you, so that's why today is the big day. So there you go. Your plan to take me with you is no more.
The reason I haven't said I'm okay with getting the divorce yet is because of you, though. I told you that I planned on getting a settlement from you and your partner as well, but you would never tell me who she was. So since you were never going to tell me who she was, I was never going to agree with the divorce.
I'm not going to let you get a settlement from her. She doesn't deserve to have her money taken away by you just because she loves me and has been dating me.
Huh?
Anyway, you happen to know who's been going out with me now, so it's over with. And in just a few minutes, I'll be at the courthouse and we'll be divorced. You aren't even my wife to me anymore, so shut the hell up with all your nagging and leave.
I can't anymore. There is no point in me talking with you about this anymore. You're going to be handing in those papers soon anyway, so all that's left for me is to get my money from you.
Huh? Oh, you're going to get money from me now?
Well, of course. If you don't want for Chloe to pay me anything in a settlement, then you're going to have to step in for her and pay yourself. I want both of your guys' settlements, and I want my half of the properties.
Enough playing around. Why the hell do I have to give you any of my money? The reason I cheated was because of you. You're the one at fault here for my cheating on you. So don't expect a freaking penny out of me, you moron.
Did you just say this was all my fault?
I sure did. You're the one that's gotten so old now that you look like one of my aunts. It's your fault for losing your charm and youth. I had to dive overboard and find myself a younger and prettier woman like Chloe. It's your fault that you no longer fit my needs as a wife, and why this divorce is happening. So you have no dang right to be asking me for any money when it should be you paying me.
Don't you frickin' dare start saying some of the most stupid things to me. I might be wrong about this, but aren't you getting just as old as I am? Calling me one of your aunts is like calling you my grandpa, for God's sake. But I would never say any of that because that would hurt your feelings. Yet you're going to blame me now for looking like one of your aunts? Screw you! I said I was going to get treatments done for wrinkles and crap, but you always told me I didn't need any of it. I was going to help myself from looking too old for you, and yet now you're going to act like I was never trying to be a good wife?
And when it comes to our money and properties, I'm getting most of it. You really haven't been making any money while we've been married, and I'm the one with most of the money in our savings.
And the reason you've been making more than me is because you forced me to do everything else in the relationship besides work a dang job. You've been the one making me pay for all the water and electricity with what I've been making. And then to make sure I don't have any other income, you tell me to be home and do all the chores and cooking for you. I am going to get at least half of our things because of that.
Oh, you just keep whining and whining like that until the very end. Just shut the hell up and get your things already. Dang. It's over for you, so get the hell out of my house. This house is meant for Chloe and I to live in now, so get lost.
You're lying, right? You plan to even take the house from me?
Of course I do, you idiot. This is the house I had built, after all, so it's mine. So my ex needs to get off of my property now before I have the cops called.
Aspen, thank you so much for today. I know it was a bit sudden of me to ask to resign from my position at work because I'm going to be getting married, but it was so nice seeing everyone celebrating me getting married. And most of all, it was great to see you there celebrating me. I wasn't celebrating you, though, while I was at that party. I couldn't be asked to tell the boss that I'd be leaving work early to skip the party, so I just sat there and waited for it to be over with. Well, I know you are very serious about your work and all that, so parties aren't really your style. But thank you for never telling anyone the truth about what happened between us. I really had this hunch that you'd spill the beans. I guess you're a nicer person than I thought. I don't think I'm that nice. It's just that me telling everyone the truth about how you stole my husband from me wouldn't really fix anything. If anything, it would just make everyone at work feel sorry for me, and I wouldn't want that pressure. So in the end, I chose to just not say anything at all and let you have your fun. I'm really glad to see you're not that much of an idiot then. It's really helped me out a ton. Also, it looks like you got out of Drake's house a lot quicker than I thought you would. I have so many things to thank you for, Aspen. Huh? Did you just say that I left the house? Oh, haven't all your things been moved out of that house now? That's what I heard from Drake. Because of that, starting this weekend, I'll be able to move into that massive house with my new husband and live my dream. I'll have you know that I have no plans of giving up that house. You guys have both chosen not to pay a settlement to me, so what makes you think I'd let you both have the house? Huh? Stop acting like you have anything left underneath you when you're the ex-wife now. I know you once got to call that massive house your own, but it's not yours anymore. I've seen the inside of that place. All of the marbled flooring and the granite countertops. I can tell why you wouldn't want to give a place like that up that easily, but come on, it's not your house. It's Drake's, and with him and his $200,000 a year salary, I'm going to make myself his perfect wife. So give it up already, because neither of us are going to let your sorry butt live in his house. I think a loser like you would do much better in some old rundown apartment somewhere on the east side of town. Excuse me? I think it's becoming time that you started to understand who you really are. A woman your age that's been thrown away by her husband would do best living in some sort of mental ward from now on. I'm about to start living with my rich husband in that massive house of his, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. That happens to be my mom's house, all right? What? So would you quit it with that stupid idea you have in your head saying that you can move in? There's no way in hell I'm going to have to leave my mom's house. The only reason I had most of my things moved out of there is because I sold most of it. I don't want any of my furniture or appliances that would remind me of my idiot husband. What is all of this about? Are you trying to say that the house, that very large and beautiful home, is your mom's house? No way that's the case. That place is my husband's. How the hell could that place possibly be your mom's house? Well, that place has always been her house. If you're trying to ask when it became hers, I think you should be asking when did it become Drake's? Ever since that house was built, it had my mom's name on it. Huh? What did you say? Well, I'm sure that you were never told anything about this. To be honest, I'm sure even Drake has forgotten about this one very important detail. Wait, what are you talking about? Explain to me right now what all of that means. That wonderful house was built by Drake, right? And from what he's told me, the loan has been paid off on the entire place already. So how the hell did the place ever end up falling under your mom's name? Actually, when we had planned on having that house built, we found out that we couldn't get a loan from the bank that would afford the place. What? Drake does happen to make some good money, but he's also really bad at managing that money. At the time, he had just bought himself a brand new sports car, so there was no way he'd be able to get himself another loan. So we couldn't get anything from the bank that would help us out. Is that right? So, as a last-ditch effort, I had my mom be the one to take out the loan for us. I myself had only just found myself a job after getting married, so I didn't have the history to get the loan. And there was no way we could ask Drake's parents for help because his pride is too dang big for his own good. So I had no choice but to go to my mom and ask her with all my heart to help us get that loan. And because of her, you guys were able to get a loan allowing you both to have the house built? After a few trips to the bank pleading our hearts out for the loan. But when they finally told all of us she could get the loan, they made sure that she was the one to put her name on the house as it was being built. That's why that house is still my mom's. But you guys should be done paying off the loan by now, right? That's what Drake told me. He told me that he finished paying his part of the loan. So your mom shouldn't have her name on the house anymore, right? And that's right. We had told him already that he was free to get the house from her as long as he filled out the forms in order to have the name changed. But so far, he's never gotten around to filling out any of the forms. What? All we needed him to do was fill out like 1 or 2 papers and sign them, but he always made it seem like it would be such a huge hassle for him. And after some time passed, I think he just totally forgot all about changing the name on the house to his, and that the house is still legally my mom's. You're lying! I had tried so many times myself to get him to fill out the paperwork, but it became such a pain in the butt for me to keep trying with him. And so far, I've just been paying my mom all the money she wants to keep the house in check and pay the bills. Hence why there hasn't been any issue with us still living in it. There's no way. So, are you trying to say that he and I can't live in that massive house? I've been looking forward to standing on those marble floors all week long. Well, if you want to be sure about it, go ahead and talk with Drake. I'm sure if you bring this to his attention, he might actually start trying to fill out those forms for once.
I totally forgot about having the name on the house changed, but all I have to do is hand in the forms now, right? I'm going to get this house back from your mum right now.
I don't think you'll be getting the house back from her, though, because it was never yours to begin with. Who was it that got the loan for us in the first place and paid it off?
Shut the hell up. I was the one that paid it all off, even if she was the one that got the loan for us. In other words, the house has always been for me. Mine. All mine. So stop acting all high and mighty just because your mum's name is on the place right now.
And the only reason you were ever able to have the house built and pay any loan off in the first place is because of my mom. Had she never gone to the bank and asked for the loan over and over again, you wouldn't have been able to live in that house. Stop acting all high and mighty. I believe I should be telling you that.
Excuse freaking me?
Of course, you did help pay off the loan on the house. My mom never put a penny into the place. But when you bring this up with the realty agency or with the court saying that the house was always meant for you, I don't think they'll consider that true. In the end, my mom's name is on the place, so it's legally hers.
Are you guys not going to work with me to change the name on the place to mine now?
Well, I'm your ex-wife now. And according to what my mom has said, since you're my ex-husband, to her you're nothing more than a stranger, so she has no reason to give you her house.
What?
So now that you've been briefed on all that, since you don't own the house and have nothing to do with the owner, it's best that you hurry up and leave the place. I'm the only one that's allowed to live there, according to the owner. So get your crap together and leave.
Screw you. This is the house I bought. I was the one that paid for it. I will not let you get away with thinking my house is yours. Give me my dang house right now.
If you really, really want the house that badly, then how about you call the realty agency and ask them the price on the place? I'm sure that if you offer a really good amount for both the house and land, my mom will be willing to sell it to you.
You're kidding me. I was the one that paid off the loan, and yet I'm being told to buy the place now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then the amount you pay to have the house might actually meet the amount I wanted to ask from you two in the settlements.
I can't believe that taking our money is all you care about.
Now, if you're able to get all that money ready to buy the place, give me a call. Otherwise, leave me alone. Oh, and by the way, I want all that money paid to my mom in one payment, please. Please, Aspen, please give that massive and beautiful house to Drake right now. If you don't, then he and I won't be able to stay married anymore. The only option we'll have is a divorce. Really? But I thought you both had a very serious relationship. How come not having one large house is going to cause you both to get a divorce? That's because you won't let my husband be the owner of the dang place. Right now, Drake is extremely pissed off, and recently he's been taking all his anger out on me. He's been saying it's all my fault for this because I started to make a scene with you spilling the beans about how I was taking him away from you. And because of that, you've started to hate the both of us and will never let us have the house. Wow, I'm so glad to see he's found someone to take his anger out on. Right now, we're having to live in a small apartment for the time being while we wait to get that house. Compared to the house of my dreams, this place sucks and is way too small for me. And Drake is only getting more pissed while being in this apartment because it's not at all what a man with his salary should have to live in. Every second he goes on about how someone like him shouldn't be in a place like this, and it's scaring me. Well, just let him know that he'll probably never be getting back to the life he once had with me. That'll only make things worse for him. He's already getting much worse as it is. He's told me that if I can't get you to give him that house now, he's going to divorce me really soon. He's threatening me with that. How come Drake doesn't have the money to pay for that place in one payment? I thought he was supposed to be rich. If he can't afford that, then I don't think I want to be with him. But if you give up on one another now, that marriage you both dreamed about will be for nothing, right? Just try your best to love him for the man he is instead of for his money, all right? Huh? I am telling you already that I can't make this work with his moneyless butt. I don't have any money myself, and I already quit my job thinking I'd be a housewife. Well, then how about you ask the company to hire you back? Tell our boss that you left the company after stealing one of your coworkers' husbands, but now you need to get more money because he doesn't have the amount you want. I'm sure if you tell the boss about the whole truth and beg for your position back, they might let you have it. What? I'm totally fine with you telling everyone about how you stole my husband if you're able to come back and work here. I would hate to be all alone being felt sorry for by the company, but by having a disgrace like you come back, we can both share the eyes that will be on us. Also, I happen to be the victim in all of this, so they will be sorry for me. But who's to say what they will all feel about you? No way. I would never tell anyone at work about this. Especially after everyone celebrated me getting married and leaving my job. And especially after I bragged to everyone that I'd be married to a man that made $200,000 a year. There's no way I can ask for my job back with a reason like that. I can't believe that even now you still have such a large amount of pride in yourself. You really are just like Drake. And because of that, you've both lost the house you thought you'd get to live in and are living a really stressful life. Huh? Had Drake not had all that pride that he's tried to save, he might very well have had my mom's house. All he needed to do was be aware that he needed to change the name still, and I totally would have forgiven him for cheating on me by paying off a small settlement to me. Then you both could be living in that huge house, and I would be going back home to my mom. But because he's such a massive pride that he just can't seem to manage, he's now gone and put you both in a small little apartment and left you both fighting each other day after day. What is this? What is with you talking about us like that? All you had to do was just shut the hell up and let us have the dang house. You are supposed to be a miserable ex-wife that lost to me. You are supposed to be some low-life loser. You should by no means be allowed to keep that beautiful mansion of a house when Drake and I deserve it. Well, if I'm not meant to have it, then I'll sell it to the next person who asks for it. From what my realtor has said to me, once the house is listed, it'll be sold in a heartbeat. But then you'll have to see how much the next person is willing to sell the house for. I was just planning to sell the house to you both for the amount I asked for in settlements, but they might not do the same. They might even flip the place and sell it for triple the price they buy it from me for. Do not frickin' sell the house! No way you're selling that house! If the price on that house goes up any further, then there's really no way we'll be able to afford it. But you told me you hated the idea of a low-life loser like me having this massive and wonderful house, did you not? I hate the idea of it, but I'd rather you just live there instead of selling it to someone else. Just wait for Drake and I to have the money, please. Are you sure? Well, I'm going to take your word for it and move out to go live with my mom for a while. That way I won't be selling it, but I also won't be making you feel any worse about having me live there. Now, once you have the money for me, please let me know. I'm sure it's going to take you years to get the amount I want, so we'll have to see how the house holds together without anyone taking care of it for the next few years. After that, both Chloe and Drake started to work their butts off in order to save up enough money to get the house from my mom. But for some reason, those two just don't seem to manage their money well enough, and the two of them fight over how they haven't managed to save up enough money yet. And after a while of Drake always blaming her for never saving the amount he's able to, she blew up and started to blame him for ever asking her to go out with him in the first place if he was already married. They even started to take these fights to the lobby of the apartment building they've been in, and soon the rumors about those two spread around the whole town. And to make things worse for the two, some of Drake's coworkers were also living in that apartment building. And when they heard what was going on, they spread the word inside the office. Because of this, when the word reached his higher-ups, they became worried that having him in town while he was having all this drama would lower his work efficiency, so they had him moved to another office. He was relocated to a smaller office outside the state, where he's now making far less than he was at the main office and is having to work even harder to try and save money.
Hey, Tammy, you there? I'm really sorry to have to do this over text, but I think we should cancel our wedding. I've fallen in love with your sister, and I want to marry her instead.
Wait, what? Rick, what in the world are you talking about? Are you serious about this?
Of course I am. I've never seen a more beautiful woman in all my life. I knew when I went over to your house to meet your parents that I had to make her mine. I mean, she was just so gorgeous. It really was love at first sight.
And what about the love that we've built between us after all this time? I know that my sister is a lovely, beautiful girl who is super popular and all, but you're not really going to leave me for her, are you?
I'm sorry, but I've already made up my mind, and I'm gonna marry your sister Tiffany instead. I think she's gonna make the perfect wife to brag about to my friends.
But I don't get it. So you really just want to call it all off just like that? Even after you've already met my family and everything, you're still going to leave me for my own sister?
I know that all this might come to a shock to you now, but you should know that she was the one that started coming on to me.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that after I got back from meeting your family, she started to text me. She told me that she wanted to marry me as well. Well, she begged me to leave you and choose her instead, and, well, obviously, I wasn't about to turn down such a lovely lady. Besides, the more I talked to her, the more I realized that she really is my type.
Hold on just a second here. You mean, she was the one who approached you?
That's right. I think it's most fair to say that we found each other, but whatever the case, the point is that we're going to be getting married. So I really just don't need you anymore. That's that.
I don't believe this is happening to me. To think that my own sister stole my fiancé from me. I mean, you literally only met my parents today. Are you telling me that you really decided all of this in less than a day?
Hey, you should just count yourself lucky that I bothered to say anything to you about it at all, really. So what if I marry your sister? She's beautiful, and I'm about to start my new position as a CFO for a huge company. I'm sure that your parents don't really care which of their daughters marries a rich guy like me, so I think it's perfect.
I don't even know what to say to that. You're just horrible, Rick.
Horrible or not, I'm gonna get away with this. After all, I'm my parents' only son, so they have to go along with whatever I want. And I'm sure if I tell them I found my true love, that they would never criticize me. Especially when they see just how much prettier your sister is than you.
That's not even what I'm talking about. How could you do this to someone else? Don't you realize how wrong this is? Do you really think that both our parents are going to go along with this?
Well, I just got a message from Tiffany telling me that your parents don't care. At all. If anything, they're happy that your sister and I are together since we make such a better-looking couple.
How can this be happening? I don't even know what to think right now.
I know that your sister's excited to be marrying a handsome CFO like me, though. Sure, some people might talk behind our backs, but when they see just how good a couple Tiffany and I really are, everyone will realize why we had to be together. They'll realize that I could never have had a happy marriage with you, when your sister was right there this whole time.
That's a disgusting thing to say. I thought you cared about me.
I did until I didn't. Now I want to break up. I know that you thought I was going to be your free meal ticket, but you'll just have to find another guy to provide for you.
Hey, Tiffany, are you there? You better get back to me right now. I want to know why Rick just told me he was leaving me for you. Did you seriously flirt with my fiancé? I can't believe you would do this to me.
Well, it isn't my fault that you brought back someone as handsome as Rick. You really can only blame yourself for all of this.
Are you kidding me right now? Is this some kind of a game to you? Rick told me that he doesn't want to get married to me anymore. He told me that you changed his mind after he came over today. How could you do this to your own sister? How could you ruin my wedding like this?
Well, you should know that Mom and Dad weren't angry about it at all. In fact, they told me they had always thought Rick and I would make a much better couple. But now I really have to hurry up and go find a dress and someone to do my makeup and all that kind of stuff.
So you're really going to go through with all of this?
Tammy, did you really think a guy like Rick wanted to marry you? Come on, you have beady little eyes, what can only be described as a 6 head, and have buck teeth. Did you really think that a girl that looks like you had a chance with a guy like Rick? You were practically begging for someone to come and take him from you.
Why would you say all that about me? What is the matter with you, Tiffany?
I'm sorry, but it's true. I'm the prettier sister out of the two of us, and I think people realized that ever since high school. I was the one dating all the athletes in our school. I'm the one who got regularly scouted by modeling agencies, so of course I would end up with a man as good-looking as me. Did you really think that an ugly little fatty like you could really ever hope to achieve the same? It was obvious you were just into Rick for his money.
That isn't true. I wanted to marry Rick because I thought he loved me. I didn't care what his job was.
Well, there you go. Now you're just proving that you don't know how the game is played. But of course, an ugly girl like you would have such a naive view of marriage. You just need to realize that you're outclassed by people like Rick and I, and you should know your place.
Why are you talking to me like this? Isn't it enough that you stole my fiancé from me? Besides, do you have any idea how hard I try to look pretty when I go out?
Well, that's just it. You could have all the makeup in the world, but there's no point in trying to doll up a pig like you. I don't care how hard you think you worked, it was all for naught.
How dare you say that to me when every time I would buy makeup or something nice or an accessory, you would always steal it from me?
I swear I have no idea what you're talking about in the slightest.
Yes, you do. You would come into my room, insult me, and say that a girl like me doesn't deserve nice things. You always did that to me, so that's why I only started buying myself cheap products that I knew you wouldn't want to steal.
Well, it's like I said, there was no point in you using anything nice anyways. It was just obvious that those things would be better suited on me. And you can't really be mad at me for reminding you of your place when you forgot it. Just like your engagement with Rick. You certainly do like to shoot for the stars, but that's not where little piggies like you belong.
Tiffany, please, you really don't need to talk to me like that. You're being so cruel.
Well, this is what you get for thinking you ever had a chance with a guy like Rick. Obviously, someone as handsome and successful as him could only be with a girl as pretty as me. Did you really think that with all the options in front of him to choose from, he was going to go with someone like you?
I still don't get why he would want to be with you. Doesn't he realize what a mess you are upstairs? I may not be as pretty as you, but at least I don't have nearly as many issues, and at least I actually have a brain. And just what is that supposed to mean, huh? I mean that it's true, you were dating earlier than I was, but that's also because I was busy studying. Meanwhile, you would ditch class and stay out late over at boys' houses without mom and dad knowing. And just why would some beautiful person like me waste my time studying? I don't need to debase myself like that. If I wanted to succeed in life, all I have to do is find a rich man willing to marry me. So you're saying the difference between you and I is that I understand the value in working for what's mine? Do you really think that not studying was a smart move for you? I remember you falling asleep at your desk almost every night that I would be sneaking out to have fun. And thanks to that, I was able to go to one of the top universities in the country and land a job at an excelled firm. And now thanks to that, I'm already working in upper management and earning a ton. Do you know anyone else our age who can afford a condo like the one I live in? Even Rick's parents thought it was impressive. Oh, so you think that just because you worked hard to get a paying job that means anything? Well, I'm not going to play your little pity party. The only reason you need to work hard is because you could never do what I do. And just what even is it that you do? Well, I used my looks to steal your fiancé away from you, for one, so I suppose you should have been studying dating books instead. All it took was a little smile and some of my girlish charm, and now I'm getting married and you're not. You're really an idiot if you think you're going to get away with this, Tiffany. Well, I guess that means that you let yourself get beat by an idiot then, huh? You really are just pathetic, do you know that? I have been trying all my life to help you learn how to know your place and live within your means, but for whatever reason, you always think you deserve more just because you work for it. Well, how did that turn out for you? Because I'm going to marry Rick, and you're not. Well, fine then, you can have him. Wait, what? What do you mean? I mean that I'm actually happy. I never thought I was going to get to escape like this, but here we are. So good luck taking care of Rick and his parents. Take care of them? What are you even talking about right now? And why are you so happy that I stole your rich fiancé from you? You should be getting mad at me. I mean, now you're not going to get married, and I'm never going to have to work a day in my life. You think you're marrying a rich man, but you are dead wrong. So consider this my way of expressing pity for you. But the truth is that Rick is very, very poor. Poor? Tammy, literally what are you even saying? He's the CFO for a Fortune 500 company. There's no way that he's poor. That's impossible. I suppose all you needed to hear was that he was a CFO and you filled in all the blanks yourself. But Rick only works for his parents' company, whose best days were about 2 decades ago. Now the only thing the company has left to hold on to is its name. What are you saying? I don't understand what you're getting at. Well, I used to work for an investment firm, as you know, and while there, I was once shown Rick's family file, and, well, it wasn't good. They had been taking out loans repeatedly for years and haven't been able to pay them back. Sounds like the whole family is in a lot of trouble financially. Wait, no, this can't be right at all. This doesn't make any sense. If they're borrowing money, then are you trying to tell me that his family is in debt? That's right. And it's not just your typical business debt. They have run their finances deep into the red by this point. That can't be right. Well, it's true. Of course, many businesses take on some debt as startup capital, but this is much different than that. I don't understand. How could it get that bad for them? I thought that his family was rich. Well, apparently they got into some kind of trade war with another firm from a different country, and it was basically a race to the bottom for both of them. So they ended up making far less in sales and needed to take more loans to make up the difference. Are you kidding me? That's a terrible idea. I agree, and I was really shocked when I first heard that this was happening. In fact, Rick was just telling me this after he came to visit us at home. Well, he didn't tell me, but I happened to overhear him talking about this with his parents over the phone. I heard him talking about how even though I was ugly, I had the money they needed. He thought that I was going to use my income to take care of all his family. You mean that even his parents were in on this? That's right. I asked him if his family was having financial trouble, and that's when he came forward to me about all the debt. But I guess he didn't mention any of that to you when you two agreed to get married. But you should know that he's just looking for someone to leech off of. But I had no idea about any of the debt at all, I swear. Well, then you would better go and cancel your engagement to him now, don't you think?
Hold on a second. This is all part of your plan, isn't it? You're trying to scare me away from being with Rick so that you can try and take him back from me. Well, you had me going for a while, I'll admit, but your trick isn't going to work on me.
It's really not a trick, but whatever. It's your life and you can do what you want with it.
Tammy, you have to help me. I went to tell my parents that I was going to marry your sister, and they were furious with me. They called me an idiot for throwing away all the money you have just to marry your prettier sister, but I had no idea that all our finances were that bad.
Are you stupid or something? You are next in line to take over the family business, and you're telling me you had no idea how bad the situation really was?
I mean, I knew that we were in a little bit of trouble, but I figured it was nothing that I couldn't fix with a little hard work. I just thought my parents were being overdramatic about all this.
Wow, and you're literally the CFO of your parents' company. It is your job to handle all the financial matters.
I know, but is it really true that your sister never even went to college?
That's right. She was too busy sleeping around with all her boyfriends to care about studying at all. And I think with the job she has now, she barely brings in over $10,000 a year.
Her salary is that low.
I don't know if you call money from part-time jobs a salary, but yes, basically. My sister always told herself that working was beneath her and that she was just waiting for the right rich man to come and save her from having to do so.
But I was marrying her because I thought we could live off of her income for a while.
Wow. Well, it sounds to me like you both are more perfect for each other than either of you originally thought. Anyways, now that you and my sister both realize and we're not getting married anymore, I really don't see why I need to be involved in any more of this. You two are both awful people, and I'm glad that you found each other. Now please leave me alone and never, ever talk to me again. In the end, it took them getting married for Tiffany to finally realize the mess that she had stepped into. About a week after their marriage, Rick officially took over his family's business and understood just how much debt they were all in. As rumors of the company's finances and poor management began to spread, more and more staff ended up quitting. And I hear that the company is really on its last legs these days. As for my sister, with no schooling or work experience, she began to work at a bar serving the kind of men she thought Rick was originally. As for Rick, he began his second job bagging groceries at a supermarket. I am sure that never in a million years did CFO Rick ever think he would be working two jobs like this. Both Rick and Tiffany thought that the other was just what they were looking for, and it turned out that it was just the opposite. All I know is that I'm glad I dodged that bullet and know enough about my family and Rick's to know that I never want anything to do with them again. As for me, I continued with my job and kept climbing the corporate ladder. I still have my nice condo where I live by myself as I ease my way back into the dating pool. After I cut off my sister, I began to buy the nice products that I had avoided in the past, and I already have a date lined up for next week. If I had known that all my life was missing was cutting out my sister from it, I would have done it a long time ago.
Jane, I just wanted to say thank you again so much for the lovely cake that you got us. I was wondering what this good cooler bag that got delivered was about, and it was a lovely cake. So thanks again for the gift. We can't wait to enjoy it tonight. Hold on a second. What the heck are you talking about? You know that cake isn't for you to eat, don't you? I only sent that cake as a gift to my brother for getting a new job, so that means that he's the only one who should be eating it. Sorry, you mean that you sent the cake to our house, but it's actually only for John? That's right, and it's because he got a great new job at one of the largest companies in the world. Of course I expected nothing less of him. Sorry, what exactly are you talking about? Oh, come on. Surely you know this. I mean, he's going to be getting paid $150,000 a year, and that's only the entry salary. I guess we can finally say that my brother has made it to the big leagues, huh? So anyways, that's why I, as his little sister, wanted to help him celebrate his huge accomplishment. So I worked really hard at my part-time job to save up and afford to get something from a nice bakery. Jane, I really don't know how to break this to you, but John is still unemployed. Wait a second, Mary. Are you seriously telling me you don't even know that your own husband has found a job? Has he not told you, or do you just not care about what goes on in his life? Honestly, you really should at least try to be a more caring and attentive wife, you know?
Excuse me? And just what in the world is that supposed to mean? And the fact that you're keeping this charade up is just so disrespectful. You do realize that the reason my brother has been looking for a job so hard this past year is because you make so little, right? Well, I'm not going to pretend like I work for some fabulously huge company or anything like that, but I am in the upper management of my company, and I don't think my salary is all that small. I don't care how high up you get in your company, it's still nothing compared to what other, larger companies could offer. I bet that even after all this time working there, you're probably barely taking in $50,000. Actually, I make more than double that amount, thank you very much. In fact, I've been the one sending money back to your parents instead of John. Oh, please, you really think that I'm just going to fall for such a bold-faced lie like that? I know the truth, and you're through. I really don't know what you could possibly mean by that. I mean, I know that this whole time John has been looking for a job, that he's also been sending money back home through his personal savings. And even though he didn't have to keep sending it after he quit his job, he still kept it up the entire time. He really is such an amazing brother and a great son to our parents. I am so proud of him. Jane, you know that we've talked about this before. I'm not bragging about anything. The truth is that I was sending the money. I don't think that John has ever had any real savings to speak of. Wow, do you ever get sick of lying to people like that? How dare you even try to talk to me that way when you're so ugly? Okay, now you're just being ridiculous. Did you seriously just send that message? I just have no idea what my brother was thinking getting married to you. I just wish you two would get a divorce already. Then maybe he could move back in with all of us here at his real home. That's really what you want to happen to your brother and I? I don't really care at all what happens to you, but you better not touch that cake. I'm serious when I say it's only for my brother. If I find out that you had even a crumb, there will be consequences. Hey John, are you there? What's this news I'm hearing about you finding a new job? Is that really true? Because this is the first that I'm hearing about it.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Well, it's just that your sister sent us a cake. She said it was to celebrate you landing a new job at some huge company somewhere. Is that really true? Because that would be really amazing if it were.
Oh, did Jane really go and do that for us?
Well, I just wanted to double check with you since you haven't mentioned anything about that to me. In fact, I thought you said that you were going to the temp agency again today to look for work. So what's the truth here?
I'm not going to lie to you, Mary. It's been a year since I quit my job, and I seriously don't think I can keep looking anymore. But I was getting sick of everyone asking me about the job hunt, so I just told Jane that I found something.
I see. And that's why Jane thought she had the right to talk down to me? Because she was really laying into me for not knowing that my husband had found a new job. Not only that, but she said that the whole reason you quit your job in the first place was because I wasn't making enough money. I was just curious if you had any idea where she might have gotten some of those notions.
Well, the thing is that I haven't actually told my family why I had to leave my last job, so I just kind of gave them a story I thought they would buy.
I see. Because even when I tried to explain to your sister that I was the one sending money back to them, she just accused me of lying. You know, I really hate being called a liar when I'm telling the truth.
I know, but think about the position I'm in. If I get caught in this lie, things will get really bad for me. So please, I'm asking you, as my wife, to just hold off talking to anyone else about this, please.
I see. And when your family starts ordering me to leave you, should I just sit there and take that too?
What are you talking about? Who was saying that to you?
Well, it's what your sister said she wishes we would do. She wanted us to break up so that you could move back in with your family.
I see. You know, that's actually not such a terrible idea. Maybe I should just move back in with my parents.
Wait, what? You don't actually mean that, do you?
Well, I've actually been thinking about it for some time. I was thinking that it's been so hard to find a job that maybe we should just be apart until I do finally find something.
John, literally, what are you talking about? What does us living together have to do with you finding a job?
I just feel like I'm always under so much pressure to be finding work when I'm at home.
And do you think that that has anything to do with the fact that you haven't had a job in over a year?
That's not fair. I've been trying really hard just to find a job while you've been having a successful career. It's just really depressing for me to have to watch that happen while I get nothing.
I really don't understand you. When you quit your job, I agreed to support us both with my salary and help support your family as well. And now you're telling me that I'm the reason you can't find a job?
I'm just saying that living with you makes me feel like I have a ton of pressure on me to find something, you know? And it's like, no matter how hard I try, I know I'll never catch up to you. And it makes me feel even more pressured.
But you're telling me that if you go back and live with your parents that you'll be able to find a job?
I just think that I'd feel a lot better if there wasn't so much pressure for me to have to do so. Although, maybe we should try something new. How about you go back to live with your parents instead, and I stay here in the house?
Are you serious?
Of course I am. But you'll still have to send me money every month. I think maybe $1,500 a month should do it.
So you're now telling me that not only do I have to move out of the house, but I still have to send you money to support you?
Well, duh. You know that I don't have a job. You're the only one who makes money around here.
Well, if I go back to living with my parents, then I'm going to be supporting them instead so that I don't become a burden.
Oh, come on. Don't do that. I promise I really am going to try hard to find a job. Besides, you still need to keep sending money to my parents as well.
So you want me to keep sending them $1,000 a month and you $1,500? Do you really think I can afford that?
Oh, don't worry, I'll find a job right away, an even better one than I had before. Then we can go back to splitting all the costs.
I still don't see why I should have to go home to live. I mean, we have a guest house, why don't I just stay there?
What would even be the point of that? How could I bring chicks over if you're still around?
Excuse me, chicks? And just who are these chicks you're bringing around?
I just met some other women, I know who are looking for jobs as well. I've met some people at the temp agency who I've gotten close to, and we agreed to talk about our job hunts and share tips. You didn't think that I meant anything else than that, right?
Well, if that's all you're going to be doing with these chicks, I don't see why I can't just stay in the guest house. No, if you have no other objections, I'll move my stuff out there and agree not to tell anyone the truth about your job hunt. Hey, Mary, I thought my brother told you that he wanted you gone. Why don't you just go home? And how dare you not support my brother in his new job? Jane, what are you talking about right now? I am talking about John's new job. I knew that he asked you to leave him alone for a bit so he can concentrate on his new job, but you told him that you didn't want to because you didn't feel like it? Do you realize that working for such a huge company means that John is always under pressure? You need to give him the space he needs to work efficiently. What work is he even concentrating on? He wants me gone so that he can invite over other women. I don't see why I should go home and let that happen. Ugh, you are such a pain to deal with, do you know that? How dare you just ignore an order from your husband? I know that I was right to file your divorce papers myself. Divorce papers? What are you talking about now? Well, I saw my brother struggling, so I helped him out just a little. But now it's time for you to go back to where you came from. I've already set up everything. You two are divorced, and there's no reason for you to stay with my brother any longer. Are you really saying what I think you're saying right now? That's right. I really do outdo myself sometimes. And now that you are split up, you have no right to be living in that house with him, so just do as my brother commanded and go home. You're kidding me. You mean you just sent off our divorce papers without talking to either of us? I told you that I wish you two would just break up for a long time now. But I realized it wasn't going to happen without a little intervention. So I did what had to be done. I signed and sent off your divorce papers. I see. Well, good luck with your unemployed brother then. What are you talking about? I'm tired of you all and I don't care to explain, so I'm just going to pack up my things and go home. You should know that I did my best to encourage John to find a job, but now it's not my problem anymore. Wait, no, seriously. What are you talking about? What do you mean John is unemployed? He has a job. He's had one for a while now. He's working hard at a huge company, isn't he? No, that was just a lie he told you. Of course, you thought I was lying to you, but I was only ever being honest. What do you mean? How could he be lying to me? Well, he lied about finding a job. He hasn't had any work since he quit his last job over a year ago. But Wait, that can't be right. My brother would never, ever lie to me. I know that he found a job with a huge company and that he left his old job to be able to take care of all of us. He worked himself to the bone for the past year trying to get this position. You're forgetting that I also didn't make enough money for him. Of course, that's not really why he quit. He quit because he was being sued by a young woman from his office. Not just any young woman, but the daughter of the company president, in fact. One reason John hasn't been able to find any work is because he's basically been blacklisted from the industry by his last boss. And that's how things have been for the past year. Are you kidding me? That can't be right at all. There's no way that my brother would be fired for something like that. I refuse to believe it. Well, you can believe it or not, but you might want to check with John himself about this. Because it was then that I decided I wanted to divorce him, but he begged me not to leave him until he found a job. I even have footage filmed of him begging me not to leave him for his mistake. I can send the video to you, but you aren't going to like what you see. No, that's impossible. My brother wouldn't really do that. In fact, ever since then, I've been the one supporting both your brother and your family. John ordered that I take over paying your family since he didn't have any more income or savings. So then, you were telling the truth when you said that it was you sending the money to my family? That's what I was trying to tell you, but you just accused me of lying, remember? And your good-for-nothing brother told me that my presence was putting too much pressure on him to find a job. And now you're telling me that you've gone ahead and ended our marriage for us, so with that done, I don't see any reason to stay around here.
Mary, please, don't do this. Don't leave me.
I'm afraid it's too late to undo this. Besides, your sister was the one who divorced us. But at least you should have no problem finding a new job now.
No, I can't do it. Now my parents are going to start telling me to find a job, and it's never going to happen.
What do you mean? Do your parents know the truth?
Yes, I don't know how, but they found out the truth, and they're furious with me now. They told me they thought I was looking for a job this whole time. Then they demanded that I pay you back for all the money that you had been sending them, and finally they said they never wanted to see me again.
Oh, wow, that's even better than I thought. And here I was thinking that I would never get that money back. Make sure to tell your parents thanks for me.
Please, Mary, I need you now. I swear that I'll really start looking for a job, and I'll be back for everything. Just please, don't leave me. If I don't find a job, then my family is really going to stop talking to me.
And why is that my problem? You're my ex-husband, so leave me out of this.
Mary, you don't really mean that, do you?
Of course I do. I've been supporting you and your family for the past year while you've sat around doing nothing. Then you have the gall to lie to your family and tell them that I'm the reason you quit. On top of that, you let your sister get away with insulting me as a lazy liar while you let her believe you had found work. And then after all that, you really try and tell me that I'm the reason you couldn't find any work up until now? Well, I have had it with you and your family, and once this divorce is all over and done with, I never, ever want to see you again. After that, Jane began texting me, desperately asking for money since I had stopped sending any to John's family. In the end, she barely managed to graduate college. She did end up finding a job, but it was at a very small company that was near the bottom of her list of places she'd like to work. I heard that even John managed to find a job, but had to bite the bullet and take over a 50% cut in pay. While living at home, his parents forced him to send part of his paycheck back to me to pay back all I had given them. When he sent me the final payment, he asked if I would think about getting back together with him. I just blocked his number and never talked to him again. After we divorced, I moved into a nice condo by myself and have been readjusting to single life. I've also finally been able to afford to send money to my own parents, who were glad to hear I got out of such a horrible marriage.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.